Hey guys, welcome back. So we've all heard the arguments about a binder versus a no binder on ribs, on pork butts, on whatever. Well, today we're going to be putting that to the test. Today we're going to be doing a binder versus no binder competition on our Masterbuilt 560 on some St. Louis style ribs. So let's get in the house and get these ribs ready. All right, so we got our two slabs of ribs ready here. Like you said, we're doing one with binder, one with no binder. We're just going to be using some cheap yellow mustard for a binder. I find that that's probably the most common that people use for a binder. It's probably the one that's most argued about. So let's go ahead and put us a binder on there. I'm going to rub the binder in. That's the way that I see most people doing it. To wipe that other slab off over there. Alright, and for our rubs, we're going to be keeping the rubs exactly the same. We're using this Meat Church Honey Hog. It's a really good rub for any type of pork butts, ribs, whatever you got. It's made by Meat Church. Really good stuff. Really a big fan of this. So we're just going to coat these. And this is obviously Honey Hog barbecue rub, but on these ribs, we're just going to want to pat it in there. Not going to want to rub it. You'll actually rub it right off of the rib rack. So we're just going to pat it in there. Turn it around, give it a little dusting on the back. Same thing, just going to pat it back here a little bit. And so that's it. So that's our one with the binder. I'll set this one to the side. We'll bring the other one in and get it rubbed up. All right. So we got our one with no binder. We're just going to follow the same exact steps here. We're going to dust it with some Honey Hog. We're going to pat. Flip it over. Coat the back of it here as well. And I will tell you, so normally I do use a binder. Pretty much on anything pork I use a binder. And what I can tell you so far is it doesn't appear that the binder really helps it stick any better. It's kind of interesting to me. Maybe on the back, it looks like it could help it stick better, but I mean, the back is obviously not quite as important as the front to me. But on the front, it seemed to maybe stick about the same. You can definitely tell the difference. There's no doubt this one's definitely a lot more wet. You see that real glossy sheen over it. This one looks a little bit more dry, but we're gonna see how these turn out. We're gonna go ahead and get our smoker running. We'll go put them on. All right, guys, we got our smoker going at 275 degrees. Got our ribs out here, so let's go ahead and put them on. All right, there's our ribs. Top set has no binder, bottom set has the mustard binder. Earlier, the top set was looking really dry, and after we add that rub and I let it set, you can really see that meat start to sweat and really start to release all those juices. The one with the binder, I noticed a little bit of the sweating, a little bit of juices coming out, but overall kind of looks the same. So let's go ahead and open up our smoker. I've got a water pan under there. It's got a little bit of apple juice in it, a little bit of water. I had it getting heated up for us. So let's go ahead and put these on. Gonna put our no binder in the back. And then we'll put our mustard binder right here in the front, right over that drip pan. And that's it. We're gonna close this thing up and we'll revisit it in about an hour and a half. All right, guys, so we're about an hour in. See what we're looking at. So the one in the front here, the bigger slab's got the binder. The one in the back has no binder. They're both looking pretty good. Honestly, there really isn't much to tell. The bigger slab does look a little bit more moist than the back slab, but you can really see all of the juices starting to come out of that back set. We're about, like I said, we're about an hour in, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and use a 50-50 apple juice water mix and just go ahead and spritz it. We're going to spritz both of them. Going to keep it as controlled as possible. I don't really add too much. That's good. We're going to let them sit probably about another 20 minutes, 30 minutes here, and then we'll get them wrapped up. All right, guys, so this is our binder set. We just took it off. We're going to go ahead and sauce it up, foil it up, and get it back on the grill. We're going to be using a real simple sauce today, just some Sweet Baby Ray's. This is a good all-around like Kansas City style barbecue sauce. I'm more of a mustard sauce guy, but for this, because we want to see what the binders are going to do, I'm just going to use some real simple sauce and see how it goes. So I've got it meat side up, and I'm just going to put some sauce right here all the way down. That should be good. I'm also going to go ahead and put a little bit more rub on there. Once again, this honey hog's what we're going to be using. This stuff breaks down pretty good. We're just going to throw a little rub on there, throw a little more rub on the top, and then I'm just going to take this meat side and I'm just going to flip it up right into that sauce. You can really start to see the bones starting to come out. It's really good. It's looking good. So we got that right down there. I'm using 2 sheets of foil so we don't puncture this. There's gonna be a lot of juices, a lot of steam, a lot of things going on in here, and what we don't want to do is puncture it and let all that out. So I'm just gonna fold it over one here. Fold it over. And I'm just going to fold the ends one time over as well. And that's it. And then we're going to go, I'm going to do the same exact thing with the other set. Our 2 pieces here. This is our no binder. Same sauce. Do the same type of thing here. All the way down. Same rub. Throw a little rub right here. Throw some more rub on top. We're going to take it. We're just going to flip it right into that sauce. And once again, double foil, we're just going to bend it over. All right, and to make our life a little easier, I'm going to write on this one that this one was the no binder. Now let's go put these back on the grill. All right, so we got our slabs back on the grill in the same spot that they were. I'm going to leave the water pan down there. It's about evaporated out, but we're just going to leave it down there, keep everything exactly the same, and probably let this sit for probably about another hour probably, and we'll do another update. We'll check it, we'll check our temperature and see where we're at. All right guys, so we're about an hour in after the wrap. Still some smoke coming through. Let's see what we're looking like. Oh yeah, that's looking good. You can see how the bone is starting to come through the back. You can really see how that meat's pulling back from the bone. That's looking really good. All right, now that we know that that pullback's looking good, we're gonna go ahead and take these out of the foil, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them on our pan and get them sauced up. All right, so we got both of our racks off here, and we're just going to use the same simple barbecue sauce that we had earlier in our foil. We're just going to slather these up. That set in the back there is the set that we used our binder on. We're just going to put some these things are really tender, but they're still firm. So they're holding together pretty good. The rack here on the bottom that we did not use a binder for is looking a little bit better to me. Skin's looking a little bit more crispy there on the outside. The bark is really coming through, whereas on the back it kind of looks like bark looks a little bit mushy to me. We're going to put another coat on there. There we go. Now we're just going to put them right back on the grates. No foil. Going to keep it over that pan. Let it probably let it sit about another 20 minutes on there, and then it'll be time to pull them off. All right, guys. So we got both our slabs of ribs off of here. As you can tell, we got two different results here. This is the one with no binder back here. Obviously, it's the smaller set, and this one that we used the binder with. And right off the bat, what I can tell you is the one that we used the binder with came out a little bit more mushy. And I cooked these the same exact way, same exact temperature, everything. This one, maybe it needed a little more time because of the mustard that we used. It could have used a little bit more time to make that bark crispen up. However, I'm gonna go ahead and try these, and now I'm gonna go ahead and be upfront. So I always use a binder. Every piece of pork that I make has a binder on it before my rub. This is the first time I've ever made one where I did not use a binder. So I'm gonna find a rib of each of these and try it and see which way I like it. This is the one with the binder. Let's see, looks really good on the inside. Hope you guys can see that nice smoke ring. Looks really, really good on the inside. Outside looks Be a little bit mushy, but overall not too bad. Let's see how it tastes. A little bit more competition style, not so much fall off the bone. Very tender, but definitely still on that bone. Still very good. Very tasty, but it definitely holds to the bone. That's for sure. All right, let's try the no binder. Let's see how they turned out. You can definitely tell that they're a little bit more fall off the bone-ish. Definitely good looking ring around them. Very tender. It's just, you can tell it's falling right off the bone. Let's see how these are. In my opinion, these came out a lot better. They still hold to the bone good, but they're so tender that you can pull it right off of the bone. I think these are done perfectly. And I think my mind's probably changed. I think I'm going to do a no binder in the future. I mean, the way that these turned out, in my mind, turned out better than that. I don't know if the mustard had something to do with making the outside a little bit more soggier, but these turned out, the no binder, in my mind, turned out a whole lot better. Appreciate you guys watching this. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you guys like it. Do you guys like binder, no binder? Have you guys done this? Let me know. Always looking to try new things, always looking for new recipes. Let me know. Until next time, see you later.